Spring is just around the corner and I am here to tell you about some new luggage that we've got coming out at Nash Tackle. We've had two ranges of luggage in the last few years, the Nash range, which was all green, and the Subterfuge range, which was our camo luggage. The Nash luggage has gone, we're not doing a plain one anymore, and we've revamped all of the Subterfuge range with a brand new set of basically everything you're gonna need when it comes to luggage in your carp fishing. The range will have some common features throughout a lot of the items. For example, these new EVA molded lids, which you'll see on a lot of the cool bags and the food bags, as well as some of the carry-all items. The idea is that they stay rigid and they will be working as a tabletop for you. The same with the carry-alls. Once you've used it, you close the lid, it becomes a bivvy table for you. So those new hardware and EVA lids feature throughout. So first up, carry-alls and rucksacks. I'll start on the carry-alls. We've got 4 traditional carry-alls in the range. We've got the small, the medium, the large, and the Tackle XL, which is the big boy. So there's something there for every angler, no matter what style of fishing you're doing, whether you're doing the quick overnighter, you've got that small carry-all, and all the way up to if you're doing a week session or you're chucking everything you need to go fishing in a boat and sailing off into the distance, there's the Tackle XL. All the pockets on these carry-alls have been enlarged, so they hold the pouches that are designed a lot better than the old range, and you can fit so much more in. One of the more innovative products in the range is the cube carry-all. It's slightly different to your standard carry-all in the fact that, as the name suggests, it folds up into a cube, but it also folds out flat when unbuckled. This means it can slide under a bed chair, or you can use it if you're fishing off the barrow just to fold out as a worktop, or I actually use it in the back of my van to have a load of spare bits in. You can also zip the sides off and it reveals one little pouch which you can grab and go. For me, I put all my baiting up items in there, so when I'm going baiting up, everything I need is going to be in the back of my van. I can zip that pouch off and away I go. If I crack off, need another spod, need to put some new leader on, I've got everything I need in a baiting pouch there. It's also got diagonal zips on the end 2 pockets, so then they fold out further, and so you can see everything that you're working with. All of those carry-alls come with a PVC wipe clean base, as do the rucksacks. The rucksacks, the wipe clean base is on the front side because they're designed to lie flat like this, so you open the back pouch and you have access to everything. And these carry-alls come in 35 litre and the big boy at 50 litre. For me, I prefer the 35 litre one. It can easily fit everything I need to go fishing in, whether I'm going for an overnighter or a week. I've got all my tackle in there. As I said, those big enlarged and external pouches mean I can fit everything in. I've got my pop-ups in one, I've got a few bits and bobs in another. In the front pocket, I keep my essentials, like a couple of spare spods, marker float, my receiver, that sort of thing. In the main pocket, I can fit 2 or 3 pouches, obviously including my tackle pouch, and on top of that, my bank stick bag all fits in there as well. Like the Scope Recon rucksack, a real cool feature is the back folds out to make this bivvy table as well, and it's got one of the magnetic EVA trays as well, which clips onto there to make a really neat bivvy table. Next up, food and cool bags. I'm going to start with the Big Freeze cool bags. These come in 3 sizes, that is small, medium and large. The large one is literally huge. You could fit a week's worth of shopping in there. We've also got 2 food bags in the range, a standard and an XL, and they have a split internal. So you've got an insulated side for your milk and a few bits of food, and then the other side you can put your pots, your pans, your kettle, all that sort of stuff. They've got zip pockets on the inside of the lid for your plates and your cutlery, and again, hard molded EVA lid to use as a worktop. And finally, there's the brew kit bag as well, which, as the name suggests, is just to carry your brew kit. Ideally, if you're doing an overnighter and you just want a quick cup of tea before you get off in the morning. We've got a whole new range of rod skins, and they come in 2 different types. That's the Soft Protect and the High Protect rod skins, both of which come in 10, 12 and 13 foot and are available in single, double and triple rod skins. The Soft Protect rod skins, these are the option that I actually choose. You know, they're a little bit more compact and I can put 2 or 3 rod skins on there and it's a bit easier for me to manage. The biggest upgrade for me is the single compartments now on the 2 and 3 rod skins. So each rod has its own zipped compartment, which means that you're not trying to cram 2 or 3 into the same pocket and zip it all up together. They've got their own pockets, they've got the Velcro straps in there. Once they're locked in there, they're super solid and it's just a very nice, neat, easy and efficient system. On the 2 and 3 rod skins, they've got sleeves on either side, so you can add a single rod skin on either side. But of course, you can put your net or a retainer sling or anything else that you want to on those side pockets. They've got big padded EVA handles, plastic D-rings on all of the rod skins so you can clip the shoulder strap and add even more if you want to. So even though I've got, say, a 2-rod skin with 2 rods either side, if I wanted to add a 5th or a 6th if I wanted to, it's really easy for me to do so by taking another single rod skin and just clipping it on using the shoulder strap. We've got the high protect rod skins as well, which have reinforced walls and stiffened tip protection, so you know your valuable rods are going to be nice and safe. All of the rod skins will fit the biggest of big pit reels and 50mm butt rings should you need them. A couple of other features on the rod skins are elastic loops, so you can put bank sticks or distance sticks on them if you want, and also these external pockets. Typically for me, I put all my leads in them, but you can put whatever you want in them really, your receiver or anything. Now there is loads of little bags and pouches in the range for whatever you want to use them for in your fishing, and they are all designed to fit in all the different pockets throughout the Subterfuge range. The standout one for me is the large tackle pouch. I always liked that small compact tackle box, so I only am taking what I need. It's really, really neat little pouch. It fits in this rucksack super easily, and I don't need to take anything more than I need to. If you do like taking a little bit more, we've got the work box, and like I say, this comes in the standard and the XL size. Away from the tackle pouches, we also have the buzz bar pouches in small, medium and large, but also some bank stick pouches in standard and XL. They obviously don't just have to be used for bank sticks. I, put my distance sticks in there, my bank sticks, but also my little tripod, which I take for self-takes. Speaking of self-takes, we all want to take a camera with us, but we want it to be protected on the bank. The new tech bag is designed just for that. That EVA lid means it's super, super protected, and it keeps all of those valuables safe inside. It's also got some external charging ports, so I can pop my power pack on the inside, plug that in on the inside, and then put a cable in on the outside, which means I don't need to go in and out of my bag to be getting my charger out. It's also got a neat little groove in the lid, which means you can take your tablet out and use it as a stand. You just slot that in there and you can pop it on your bivvy table or your bedside table, and you can watch your tablet that way. We've got a wader and boot bag, which means that you can keep your waders down by your rods and you just drop it on top, which offers protection if it's raining. If you get a run, you can just take the boot bag off it and you're into your waders. But it also means you've got a waterproof bag, so if you've got mucky wellies or whatever, you can pop them in there and it keeps your van nice and clean. We've upgraded the bushwhacker bag, but it's not just for a bushwhacker. It will also fit our illuminated marker pole kit and our prodding stick kit. It now features an enlarged pocket for the head, which means you can fit the big baiting pole head in there, a little towel, any of the little tools that you use with your baiting pole, that can all go inside there. It's got an internal pocket in the middle, so the pole which attaches to your baiting pole head, it always was getting lost in amongst all the other poles, so that now has a dedicated slot down the middle, and that bag can now fit up to 50 sections. I know a lot of people were buying loads of sections to really utilize that baiting pole, and now you can fit them all in one bag. A couple of drainage holes in the bottom, so if they are going back into the bag all wet, they will drain out as well. So that's had a complete overhaul, and it's a huge upgrade on what we had available before. There is loads more in the range. You name it, we've got it. There is something for you in this Subterfuge range. If you did want to find out about any more of that stuff, the place you need to head to is www.nashtackle.com.